Jodi Parker, who's a friend. She has been a leader right alongside of me for many years here at the Million Mom Movement. She's a mother of three, and she's a passionate health advocate.
I was a television producer, and we had an herbalist that came on this show on the television news, and I had adrenal fatigue, but I didn't know that's what I had. And she said, you should come see me. And she taught me all about conventional food and versus organic food. And I went home and I got rid of everything in my kitchen and started over organic. And that was in 2001. And then in 2004, I was blessed to have my oldest son. And when he was about 3 months old, he started getting eczema. And I got online, I did my research. My degree is in child development and neurology. And my friend Amira had taught me that we should always look for causes instead of treating symptoms. So what's the cause of eczema? And a lot of it said food allergies. So he was breastfed, I started changing my diet, but he just kept getting sicker. The rash got worse, and then he got really, really constipated. And, we tried everything, nothing was working. I had taken dairy out of my diet and soy and wheat, and I just kept taking things out, and he kept getting worse. And my pediatrician said, oh, well, it's totally normal for breastfed babies not to have a bowel movement for 7 to 10 days.
What?
He did. He actually said it's totally normal.
Wow. I don't think that's normal.
Right? My response, well, it may be common, but that doesn't mean it's healthy. And I found a doctor. A friend of mine said, yeah, go see Dr. Elliott Smith. And so I called, and he happened to have a cancellation that day.
Oh my gosh. So
right?
Put baby in the car and let's go.
It's exactly what we did. And he was a day short of 5 months old at that point. And we go in and he tests him. He'd use something called electrodermal screening. And within about 15 minutes, he could tell us what was wrong and what we needed to do about it. But it took us about 14 months to get him balanced and having bowel movements completely on his own. Wow. And at that time, I remember asking the doctor, what was this all about and how sick was he? And because, the doctor would call me back from the ski slopes when he was on vacation if I called with a question.
Wow.
Right? Which, yay for Dr. Elliott. But he said to me, Jodi, Joshua is the sickest baby I've ever seen. If you had waited another month to bring him in, he would have been in complete liver failure.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was horrifying. And during that time, I had to change my diet drastically. And then I had a second baby who they're about 3.5 years apart. And he had all kinds of weird sensitivities. And by that point, he didn't get as sick because I had resources by that point. But it was different stuff. It turned out he had H. pylori helicobacter.
Oh, wow.
Who knew, right? It's a bacteria that causes ulcers. Our dog had it. That's where it came from.
Oh my gosh.
And so by the time Casein was a year old, I had all these tools, and I would get on mom blogs, and I had just got on Facebook, and I would just start answering questions because the helplessness of knowing something's wrong with your child and not knowing what to do about it, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. It's terrifying and awful. And I would sit and cry. And every time I'd go to breastfeed him, I would worry if something I ate was going to make him sick. And so I was losing all kinds of weight and I was anxious, which certainly wasn't helping the situation. And so I made it my mission. No mom is ever going to feel like this ever again. And I learned about pure living because with children with sensitive livers who can't properly detoxify themselves, I have to live pure. It's not a lifestyle choice. It's a lifestyle must. I believe that we heal at 3 different levels. I think that we have to heal energetically, spiritually, whatever word that works with. I believe that we need to heal emotionally, and I believe that we need to heal physically. And so Higher Living Journey is about up-leveling in all of those areas. And for me, physically, nutrition is the foundation. We are a biochemical system, and in order for that system to have homeostasis, it has to have the right ingredients. And our body doesn't work correctly if we don't have the right ingredients. And so that's why when I found your amazing company and found this superfood nutrition, it just clicked for me because our food is deficient. and we are not getting the nutrition we need. It's really been amazing because when I first started helping people, it was just a compulsion. Like, I don't ever want another mother to feel that unsure. And then a friend of mine, whose name is also Jodi, said to me, she said, we have this stuff, and I was looking for like a full meal replacement because I didn't want to support Nestle, so I didn't want to support companies that they had bought out. And she sent me over the Love Super Meal link, and I was looking at it, and she goes, "Have you ever thought about selling this?" And I went, "I don't know, maybe." And so I looked at the opportunity, and I thought, well, I'm already doing this anyway. And so I went for it, and it took me some time to build it up and really go for it. I'm the definition of slow and steady wins the race. Um, but just online, while my kids are doing, like, we have like a little U-shaped IKEA setup in the classroom upstairs. And while they're doing their schoolwork, I can work online and promote my business and help these other families heal, and then give them this business opportunity so they can do what I'm doing. And it has just grown. And so now I'm supporting a team of moms, all of which are doing their best by their kids, which is my passion and my love. And I'm getting paid for it, which is mind blowing. Like, when opportunity and passion meet, like,
Yeah.
there's nothing better. That nutrition is the foundation of health always, and that kids do what their moms do. They do what their dads do too, but they really do what their moms do. And as a mom, you need to love yourself enough to take care of yourself and your kids, because oftentimes we will take care of our kids but not ourselves. And if kids do what we do instead of what we say, then we need to be the example. We need to be the change we wish to see in the world. So love yourself enough to be that change, and your kids will follow suit, and it changes everything. I'm so blessed to be a part of this movement. I'm so blessed that you gave me this opportunity to work with you and with this amazing company that you have put your blood, sweat, and tears into. I'm so grateful to you. I am available at any time to help anyone, because that is my mission. That is why I am here. And I finally just want to say, there are always answers. Don't stop questioning. Don't stop looking. There are always answers. I found them for my family. I've seen others find them for their families. Don't give up on yourself or your kids, because there are always solutions.